one public meeting in 2025.
No.
And we've had two already this year.
Yeah.
Or public hearing, I should say.
Both were supposed to be in 2025.
They both were supposed to be in 2025. That's true.
Just put everything in the OCP and then you don't have to.
I think we didn't have a quorum.
No, we did not. We had one person. Call this public hearing to order. I want to acknowledge that the Smoking Valley, in which we learn, work, and organize, is the ancestral, traditional, and unceded territory of Smoking people, home of the Upper Smoking Indian Band. This public hearing is conveyed pursuant to the Local Government Act and in order to consider the official community plan amendment bylaw number 1063/2025, zoning amendment bylaw number 1064/2025. The purpose of the bylaws number 1063/2025 and 1064/2025 is to amend the official community plan and zoning bylaw to support the development of an office use and 58 housing units. The subject properties are located at 82, 84, 88, and 87 Fenchurch Avenue and are designated as MR medium density residential in the community plan and is designated as the town center development permit area. The lots are zoned RM2, multifamily residential. It is proposed to change the official community plan land use designation to TC Town Center and rezone to C2 Central Business. At this public hearing, all persons wishing to speak will be given the opportunity to be heard. However, I ask that all who speak at this meeting restrict their remarks to the matters contained in the bylaws. Those wishing to speak at this public hearing commence their remarks by stating their name and civic address. Written comments may be submitted to the head table before closure of this public hearing, and comments received on the proposed bylaw are attached to this agenda. The purpose of this public hearing is to provide community members an opportunity to comment on proposed official community plan and zoning bylaw amendments. I will now ask Lyle Thomas, Chief Administrative Officer, to outline the specifics of the proposed bylaw. I declare this public hearing open and ask if anyone, no, I didn't do that part. I always do that, you need a break in there.
I'll number them next time.
I'm just reading the script. Go ahead, Lyle.
All right, thank you.
Carry it.
Yes, as mentioned in the mayor's opening remarks there, that this OCP and zoning amendment is in regards to a major property development on Fenchurch and on the corner of Bridge Street and Fenchurch. The development is in alignment with council's desire to provide more housing options, and in this case specifically for seniors. It's quite a good and exciting project. I'll ask our development coordinator to provide further details as he's been working on this fall from the start here.
Thanks. As far as the amendments, moving basically from medium density residential on the Fenchurch addresses to town center and C2 zoning for this project. The Bridge Street, what previously was an existing lot on Bridge Street, was already half the project is already town center and C2 for land use, and the property has actually now finished their consolidation, so it is one currently with two zoning and OCP designations. So the project itself is a office space off the frontage of Bridge, with Fenchurch being the residential entrances for 58 units of senior housing. As far as the application package, Very comprehensive package. They've met all of our requirements for flood construction level. They've met our requirements for waste management, bike storage, scooter storage, things like that for a senior complex. They did have to move the parking off-site across the street and purchase an additional lot on Fenchurch for 20 parking stalls for the residents, as well as having seven parking spaces, including 3 accessible parking spaces at the lane access off of Bridge Street. The parking proposed, we'll see more of that as we get into the development permit if this land use amendment is accepted. They meet BC housing standards for residential senior housing, which is basically 1 per 3 units for senior complexes. In this case, they're providing 27 total compared to what's supposed to be 65 by our zoning bylaw, which is 1 per dwelling unit in C2 at the moment. I think that pretty much covers it.
Okay. I will now declare this public hearing open and ask if there's anyone who wishes to speak to the proposed bylaws. I will ask a second time if there's anybody who wishes to speak to the proposed bylaw. And I'm just gonna confirm that this is a submission to the, as well.
That is correct. All submissions are attached to the agenda except for the one that everybody has on their desk. And I have provided the public with a copy of it. Yeah.
Okay, and I will ask for a third and final time if there's anyone who wishes to speak to the further to the proposed bylaws. This is also your final opportunity to submit any letters. Hearing none, I hereby declare this public hearing closed.